I haven't been training circus in a very long while, and I think it's time for that to end. I miss doing handstands, and I'm gonna start training them again. When I was 13, my friend came home from America with a pack of juggling balls, and we all got crazy for juggling for like 2 weeks. And I loved it so much. And then my friend went to college. He joined the circus society and I went along with him. And then I was a 14-year-old kid who was hanging out with a bunch of 18-year-olds who were juggling and having fun, throwing parties. I was going to college parties and I thought I was the coolest kid ever. And I was. I was the coolest kid ever. That then spiraled into me getting a lot of value from circus and getting a lot of attention for circus. So I just went with it. And I got really, really good, really, really fast. I left school and I wanted to join Cirque du Soleil, but that's a whole other discussion for a different day. Right now, we fast forward to the end of my sort of circus life around the age of 21, 22, when I injured myself. Back then, I was traveling around with a little circus theater troupe. We were performing in a musical called Capitalism the Musical, playing in all these leftist spaces around Italy. That was fun. That was crazy. That was wild. And I didn't take care of myself. And I hurt my back. I hurt my back real bad. And I couldn't afford to fix it. So instead, I joined a theater course to learn how to do theater and acting. And I leave circus behind eventually. And I become a musician. What kind of alarm is that? Okay. So I leave the circus world behind me. I become a musician. That's why I'm here. That's why we're talking today. But all of that time, I kept my handstand. And I don't know why. I don't know why it's my handstand. Maybe it's because I don't need props. I don't need to own things. It's not like aerial circus. I don't need to go somewhere to train. It's free. I can just do it. And I want to do that. I want to do that now. I want to come back to this goal and I want to retry and I want to make it happen. And that's what this video is. This video is the beginning of me setting out my goal to do my handstand again. This is how it's going to work. I am going to train every single day. Every single day. Not a lot, but a little bit. I'm going to work on 3 different things. 1, endurance. I am going to kick up against a wall. I'm going to set a timer and I'm going to see how many minutes I can just hold myself up there. Okay. Last time I did this, I got closer to 3 minutes. That would be okay to start with, and I want to then, increase that. The other one I'm going to do are press-ups. This is when you try to lift your feet off the ground by just using your muscles, by just using your back muscles. You don't get to swing into it. You don't get to kick up. You just got to push your legs up into the air. That's the other one I'm going to work on. And thirdly, I'm going to work on my tip-ups, I call them. This is where you are on your knees, and you use your feet and your thigh muscles to kick yourself up. And the drill I use at the start is to touch against the wall. So I go from my knees facing the wall, and then I kick up, tip the wall, come back down again. And I'm going to do that a bunch of times as well. When I get better, I'll remove the wall and I'll tip up. I'll go straight up and then back down and then back down. You'll see. I'm going to show you all of this as it goes. And I'm going to do this for 1 month, okay? I'm going to do it for 1 month and I'm going to let you know then how it goes, because I want the next video I make for you about handstands to be me starting my 1-arm handstand journey. That's the plan. But that's all. That's all this video is. This video is me letting you know what my plan is, that I am going to start my split training every single day for a month. And maybe I'll tell you more about my circus stories eventually, because I've got a lot of circus stories. But for now, that's all. That's it. That's everything. Video done for this week. Ba, 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 ba. How do I sign off on a video like this? Join my Patreon. Listen to my music. And subscribe. to this YouTube channel, because this is my only real social media now. Since I left Instagram and TikTok, this is what I got. This is what we got, okay? So that's the plan. That's what you're gonna do. And I will see you next week.